All right, guys. So I want to talk to you about a hot new product that a lot of people are curious about. It's the Ombre diaper with the wetness indicator, and I want to share my experience with it. I've been working with this diaper for, I don't know, probably a month or so, and sorry, I've got a call coming in. And I love the cut and fit of this diaper. This diaper is more of like, I don't know, it sits under her belly button. It has the thick elastic in the back. But the thing that's different about this diaper, look at this. Okay, it has hip snaps, but they're female hip snaps right here. So that's not going to bother your baby if she's not using it, right? It's not going to cut into her. Nothing will dig in at all. It's so nice for that. And it's also very different because the stuffing pocket is not in the back. It's in the front. So you have the front pocket is where you put the insert, right? And then the way that the snap pattern is, it's just different. It's very unique. These are all male snaps. These all stick out up here, right? And these are all female snaps right here. And then we have one row of male snaps and then 3 rows of female snaps, right? So it's just a different setup, and I thought it was kind of cool. Like it was easy to put on too, like, because look at the length of the front wings. Like, this is like the back on a lot of diapers. Like, you've got all this room, so I feel like it's really going to accommodate until like potty training and stuff. Another thing to note is that I think it's PUL. Is it PUL? I'm not sure if it's PUL. Let me see if it says. I don't remember if it's PUL or a TPU, but it's thick. So it's a much thicker diaper compared to some. Like, it doesn't feel stiff. It feels heavy, if that makes sense. So it's not like uncomfortable or anything. It's just like, as soon as you pick this diaper up out of a package, it feels different than any other diaper I've used. And everything about it is different. It's just really a unique diaper. And you know how I feel about things that are unique and different. I feel like they're always worth trying and looking at. And the craftsmanship too on this, like the edges and stuff are just so, like, the attention to detail, they're very nice. Okay. And so I really like the diaper. It's a very nice diaper and it fits really well. The thing that I'm still kind of on the fence about is the wetness indicator. And I want to talk to you about the wetness indicator because this is actually why I wanted to review this. Because I messaged them and I said, this is so cool. Like, I've not seen anything like this on the market, and it's a unique idea. How did you do it? And the way that this is it's a temperature reactive ink that's in the fabric, okay? And so you want to keep that in mind when you're using this diaper, because it is designed, it's a wetness indicator, but the way that it works is through temperature, okay? And we all know that when babies pee, it's warm, right? So let me see if I can show this to you. Okay, so you can see this is what it looks like just at room temperature. There's nothing, I don't know, there's nothing, it's not like, it stands out, but it's not like extremely, can you see that in the light? It's kind of like a medium blue, like the color of my jacket, okay? So if I put my hand over this, like it's sitting on my baby, okay, we're gonna hold this for a few minutes and let it warm up, okay, like it would against your baby, you know, it's depending on the insert that you have. Like, if you have a really thick insert, I feel like it might be more difficult. I actually messaged the owner to ask if, like, there was a specific type of insert, and I grabbed a thinner insert to show you the test on this, okay? So you let it warm up. Let me see if that's warm enough. Okay, let me hold this. Okay, let me show it to you next to the other side that is not warm. I don't know if you can see the difference. That's the difference. Warm side, not warm side. It's a little lighter, right? Can you tell? So it's not a huge change. So let me hold it again. My hands are really warm. Okay. There, can you see the difference? So it doesn't go all the way away, but it lightened up, okay? Whereas this side is like, there, I'm trying to show you in the best light possible. There's a difference in color, but it's slight. It's not, for me, it wasn't a huge difference. So if you do that, and in theory, the way that this is supposed to warm up with your baby, right? And then it lightens, okay? So it lightens as it's warm. Or if your baby pees in it, the pee is gonna be warm and your baby's warm, and so it's supposed to, the line's supposed to go away. It didn't ever go away for me, but it does lighten up. Let me see if we can see back here, because it's a little bit more, like it's not by the folds or anything, or buttons. Let's see. All right, so this is really warm between my hands. And I don't have an insert in here blocking heat or anything either. Okay, so if you have an insert in there, it's going to take a little longer for the temperature to go up, you know, against your baby. I imagine that it would, like if you're under blankets and stuff, be more, but you're not going to be checking like through bedtime, right? Can you see the difference? So see how it lightened up a little bit? It lightened up. Okay, so there's light on this side versus regular, okay? So there's that. So what I'm going to do is I have ice water that I am going to use to pour into this diaper, and it's going to turn this dark blue. Now, the thing that you need to consider is this. I have a baby who's crawling around and doing stuff all the time. So like I'm not constantly looking at her diaper like you would with a newborn, because with my first two, I had newborn babies. We had the regular like Pampers and Huggies wetness indicator, and those are actually activated by liquid causing dye to come out, right? And so instantly a drip of pee, and those are instantly like, you know that your newborn baby peed, right? So I think these would probably work better with older babies because the pee has to kind of cool down. I think, in my opinion, the pee had to cool down to make a difference. And like, I don't know how helpful that is to like a newborn, but it would be a little bit more helpful to a baby that's crawling around, getting into stuff, doing stuff, and you're like, oh, hey, I can kind of see the bottom of her diaper looks a little bit darker, okay? So it could be helpful in that way. I kind of check her diaper like every couple of hours, you know what I mean? Or if she stinks, like I know she pooped. But in terms of peeing, like I don't check it all the time. I just, you know, change her every couple of hours. I'm like, oh, I bet she's peed, so let's go change her diaper. It's not so much of like when they're newborns and you want to know, you don't want them to stay wet because their skin's so new and stuff. So anyway, that's enough of that. But let me show you how this works. So I have the insert that I'm going to use on this. Where did I put it? Is just this is a cotton doubler, okay? Because I want to use this because I want it to react quickly. And I'm going to put it in. So there's something to hold this liquid I'm about to pour in here. Okay. All right. So the diaper is room temperature. You've seen that the color difference from when my body heat warms it up just a little bit. Okay. Here, let me do it again so you can see it again. Okay. You see how it's light, right? See, it's a little darker down here. Can you tell? I don't know. It's not that easy to see. So what I'm going to do is I'm pouring some ice water into this diaper because it will show you what it looks like when it gets cold. Okay. Now keep in mind that when I do this is going to show the most dramatic change because it's ice water. And so this would be like if your baby's chilling and playing, then this is going to be a little bit afterwards. Like leaving this on Janora, it took a little while for the pee to get cold. Look at the color difference in that though. Look right here. You can see where it did not get wet. See that, how it's light right there? That's the color of it at room temperature right here. And then you have the dark line right here from ice cold water though, okay? Oh, here's the front too. You can see it in here. Okay, look at, here's the way that it works, okay? So light, which is about the color that it is at like room temperature. So it's not gone, but it was light, like a light blue, right? Ice cold, it's dark blue, okay? So temperature indicates how this works. And I think maybe for older babies that you let play for a while, this might be helpful, but it isn't going to make this dramatic of a difference. It's not wetness, and it's not changing instantly with warm pee. It changes with cold pee, and that's because it's made to be temperature sensitive. So that's kind of how it works. In my opinion, I couldn't see it very great either because Ginny is like, she's moving around and crawling and like standing on stuff. Today she climbed like into a dollhouse, and so whenever she's been peeing, it's like this much, right? It's like down here, and so her legs right here, she doesn't usually get the pee up to here. It's not, I mean, I usually check her before that. I don't know. It's not completely full, like on the back. It doesn't go all the way up. It's just usually a little bit like right here. And I have not used this and like noticed right away, like, oh, hey, there's, you know, I could tell that her diaper has pee in it. I need to change it. Like it didn't, I don't know. I don't feel like it tipped me off very well. And I have a good feel for how often I need to change. So I might not be the best candidate for the usefulness of this, if that makes sense. But overall, the diaper fit and everything is excellent. Like it is a good diaper. You're not going to be disappointed if you buy this diaper and it fits your baby really well. The only thing that you might be a little bit disappointed in is the function of the temperature indicator, only because in my opinion, I think that it shows the most dramatic change with cold. And pee comes out warm. So that's my opinion on the actual wetness indicator. See, you can see right here. Up here, it's warmed up a little bit more. And so see the color difference? So it's light blue versus dark blue right there. I'm gonna show it to you like that, okay? So you've got cold versus room temperature, and warm, I think it's just a tad lighter. But so that's the difference right there, is this color. That's the color difference in it. I think it's innovative. I think it's a really cool idea. I wish it was the other way around. I wish that it was warm that turned it dark versus cold. I feel like that would be much more helpful, because at room temperature, you know, like this is close to the same color it is when it's warm. It's not like that huge of a difference, right? But there is a big difference when it gets cold. And so I wish it was just the other way around. I wish when it got warm that it was like dark, you know, versus the darkness being indicated by cold. It reminds me of, you know, those Hot Wheel cars that like change color with the oh, that would be cool too. That change color in the different water temperatures. Excuse me. I'm really trying to make these videos today. But that's kind of what I think about it so far. I'm going to keep trying this out, and if it changes, or if, you know, anything else, I will definitely post an update. But for me, I like the diaper. It's a good fitting diaper. It's very comfy and cozy. But the wetness indicator I didn't find extremely helpful for myself. But you know, different people might have different experiences. I know that I'm not worried like about how soon like she is wet or anything, because I just kind of have a routine of changing her. But some people might be, and so it might really be helpful to you. But so that's my thoughts on it. I'm really happy I got to try it. And I'm really happy I got to see this in person, because it's just such a cool idea. And I really love the fit, and I really love the snaps. And I think that it's different in more ways than just this, okay? But yeah, those are my thoughts on Ombre Diaper Wetness Indicator. It's a unique product. It's an interesting thing. I think that if it's tweaked a little bit, it could really be a cool thing. And I don't dislike it. I just don't love the functionality of that specific piece of it. But otherwise, like if I wasn't just judging this, like that was what I was most interested in, it's an excellent diaper. Otherwise, like the fit and stuff of this is really nice. It's really cool. And yeah, it's really cool. I'm excited I got to try it. But that way you can see it. You can see how this works. And let me know what you think. Have you tried Ombre diapers? I know that they have some other cool stuff too. Like their mood diapers are really cool. I have not tried those, but they're really cool. And like the company as a whole is very cool and innovative, and they have some really interesting products. So I'd love to hear your experience with them. Please let me know what you think in the comments. And you know, I'm not an expert. This is just my experience with this diaper and how it worked for us and my baby, who is not a brand new baby. She's almost a year old. And so, you know, might be different for different people. All diapers fit different babies differently, and some things work awesome for some people and not for other people. But this was our experience and my opinion. And if you like it, hit the subscribe button for more.